Hello, I'm Khánh Linh, and these are the top headlines you need to know today, straight from Hanoi to wherever you are.
Hanoi plans to build huge public spaces around Hoan Kiem Lake. Customs trade hits $1.05 billion on first day of new model. Party chief, socio-economic report must be handbook for action to realize goal of national development. National Assembly Chairman spouse meets ASEAN Women's Group in Hanoi. Thai Bin aims to eradicate substandard housing ahead of schedule.
The Hanoi People's Committee on March 17 presented a report to the Municipal Party Committee on the plans for the renovation and improvement of public spaces around Hoan Kiem Lake, focusing on the development of a new square and park area. The proposed project will cover an area of about 2.14 hectares to the east of Hoan Kiem Lake. The development will be situated with the western boundary bordering the lake itself, the northern side adjacent to residential areas, the eastern side along Lee Taita Street, and the southern side facing Tran Nguyen Han Street. A report by the Hoan Kiem District's Party Committee shows that 47 property owners are involved in the area, including 12 organizations, government bodies, and businesses, such as the Hanoi Department of Culture and Sports, the Hanoi Power Corporation, the Institute of Literature, and several other entities, including the Hanoi Blind Association and a local hotel. Recently, the Hanoi People's Committee has chaired multiple meetings, and issued directives related to the planning and development of the Hoan Kiem Lake area. The city authority is prioritizing the project, with the goal of completing the first phase of the development in time for the National Day celebrations on September 2nd. The project's next steps include finalizing the planning and architectural proposals by mid-April 2025.
Realizing the 12th Party Central Committee's Resolution 18 on streamlining the political system's organizational structure, the customs sector has operated a three-tier model: the Department of Customs, regional customs offices, and border checkpoints. On March 15, the first day of implementing the newly restructured customs model, Vietnam's import-export value reached $1.05 billion, with over 20,300 declarations processed, according to the Department of Customs. The introduction of a new IT system within the revamped organizational structure ensured seamless processing of goods, vehicles, and transit shipments, enabling swift customs clearance without any delays. On the first day, both border and non-border checkpoints were instructed to promptly review and assign staff, ensuring all declarations were processed by the end of the day in accordance with the customs law, with no pending files. The department also updated the names of border and non-border checkpoints across the country, to align with the new structure, and reported no issues arising from the implementation. Additionally, the department has focused on simplifying administrative procedures, with the goal of reducing processing times and costs by 30% by 2025. The department also plans to eliminate 30% of unnecessary business conditions, and transition all business-related procedures to the digital environment for greater efficiency. On March 17, working with the Socio-Economic Subcommittee of the 14th National Party Congress, which is headed by Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh, Party General Secretary To Lam said he basically agreed with the draft report and highly appreciated the ideas of the subcommittee's members. The party chief called for extra efforts to supplement and finalize the draft socio-economic report of the 14th National Party Congress, ensuring that it truly serves as a handbook for action to realize the country's goals set for 2030 and 2045. Emphasizing that socio-economic issues are broad, complicated, highly specialized, and rapidly changing, requiring regular updates and supplements. He suggested further research into new issues and the continued implementation of the policy to streamline the political system, together with a deeper evaluation of the results of the policy, as well as the reorganization and restructuring of administrative units at all levels. Regarding the GDP growth model, the General Secretary highlighted the need to continue researching and clarifying the concept of Vietnam's new growth model in the upcoming period, particularly focusing on the fundamental elements required for rapid and sustainable development. The party chief urged stronger research and reform of processes and policies to meet development requirements, to create a favorable legal environment, a transparent, safe, and low-cost business environment, and to position Vietnam as a leading nation in administrative reform, entrepreneurship and innovation. Regarding mobilizing resources for development, the party leader emphasized the need to carefully study strategies for attracting foreign direct investment and indirect investment capital during the country's new development phase. Additionally, it is important to mobilize capital from the public to participate in business and facilitate the flow of capital within the economy. New Win Thi Than Na, spouse of National Assembly Chairman Tran Than Mern, held a meeting with the ASEAN Women's Circle of Hanoi at the National Assembly building on March 17 on the occasion of month marking International Women's Day. Participants toured the National Assembly's Tradition Hall, which showcases photos and documents on the National Assembly's development in periods, and explored an archaeological display area beneath the building featuring vestiges of the ancient Thang Long citadel's rich cultural and architectural heritage. As 2025 marks a decade since the ASEAN community's formation and the group's establishment, the group's members reaffirmed their commitment to fostering a people-centered ASEAN. The event concluded with a Vietnamese tea introduction, where a tea artisan highlighted the cultural significance of Vietnamese tea as a symbol of connection, harmony, and tradition.
The northern province of Tay Bin is striving to eliminate all temporary and dilapidated houses by June 30, 90 days ahead of its initial schedule. Local authorities are mobilizing resources to accelerate home construction and renovation for poor, near-poor, and disadvantaged families eligible for government support. The province's 300 Days of Joint Effort to Eliminate Substandard Housing campaign has driven significant progress. Among the beneficiaries is 77-year-old My Thi Gai from Bu Lac Commune, Tay Bin City, with over $4,000 in aid. She built a new 30-square-meter home after years of living alone in a deteriorating house.
I have had a very difficult life. My son passed away, my daughter got married and can only earn enough to support her own family. Now, thanks to the financial support from the government, and assistance from my children and grandchildren, I have a new house.
5 local families need new or renovated homes. The government has encouraged community members to donate work days, reducing costs and expediting construction. Apart from Mrs. Gay's house, 4 others will be built and completed within this year.
Tay Bin has identified 2,106 eligible households, 1,164 of which require new homes, and 942 need home repairs. As of March 13, work had begun on 1,088 houses, with 536 completed and 552 under construction. The province is also assisting war veterans and families of fallen soldiers, with 866 households identified for new or improved housing.
Ngày mùng 5 tháng 12 năm 2024,
2024, the Standing Committee of the Provincial Youth Union launched a movement to jointly support the construction and renovation of 100 houses. So far, we have handed over 15 houses with a total value of nearly $1 billion.
Determined to meet its goal ahead of schedule, Thai Binh is mobilizing social resources, engaging businesses and philanthropists, and ensuring transparency so aid reaches the right beneficiaries without disputes.